I have got the most beautiful and cool thing to show you guys. Look at the colors on this spectacular caterpillar. It's incredible. This is on its host plant, privet senna. And this is, well, actually these, because there's two of them on this plant. These are cloudless sulfur caterpillars. And they're going to become beautiful yellow butterflies, but their color is incredible. So I just wanted to show that to you real quick because these guys are old, well, older, and they'll be pupating soon. So aren't they incredible? Right over here in what I refer to as my pentas garden, but it's become just a general nectar garden because there's a lot of other plants, including this gorgeous zinnia Mexican sunflowers. This is a huge Mexican sunflower that are coming up in here. But I have this privet senna in a pot, and look, it just drops seeds. So I'll probably have a lot of little baby privet sennas coming up. I think I'm gonna plant this one in the ground right here because they can get tall like small trees. And I think this area could really use something taller. So it's thundering like it's gonna rain. I'm gonna grab my shovel and get this in the ground right now, and hopefully it will get to enjoy some of that rain. It's also the host plant to not only the cloudless sulfur, which is the caterpillar you just saw, but the orange barred sulfur. Both are beautiful yellow butterflies. So look how nicely that came out of the pot. I love it when that happens. And into its new home it goes. And there we are in the ground. And this is a Florida native plant. It's a fast growing shrub, and it can get 4 to 8 feet tall, which will be perfect for this spot. So I'm glad it's here. It's kind of right across from my sweet almonds, so they'll kind of offset each other nicely and give some more balance to this garden. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but it's there now, and it dropped all its seeds there, so I'll be able to snatch up those babies and grow them in pots. You guys, you just never know what you're gonna find. So here I am. Here's my cart. Got some plants in it that still need planted. None of these plants in this cart are host plants for golf fritillaries. Yet here, wandering around on the edge of this pot is a golf fritillary caterpillar. And not only that, if it goes down, it's gonna get into the wet muck that's either in the pot or around the pot and probably drown. And how did it get there? What are you doing there? So we're just gonna give this little adorable guy a little relocation over here where there is plenty of passiflora incense for it. Look at those gorgeous blooms. So they kind of like the fresher leaves. I'm just gonna put it right up here where there's some new. Oh yes, isn't that so much better, mister? What were you doing over there? You know, you just never know where you're gonna find a caterpillar wandering around. Oh my. So I guess it's time that, look at them. We move out. Where's the zipper on this thing? Here we go. To the big enclosure. They had a lot left last night. I truly did not think they would consume it all. Oh my. Okay, how are we gonna do this? All right, so these two and the one that's up there are good. I'm just gonna carry them out. Hang on. So it's Thursday morning, and this is actually, where are you going? This is actually going to be Monday's video because Thursday's video is already uploaded and ready to post tonight. These are giant swallowtail caterpillars. The plant they were on was a wild lime that they completely consumed. And now they're going out to my outdoor enclosure. I just walked through like 10 spider webs. And there's some wild lime plants in here. I'm going to transfer them onto that have a lot of leaves, like that one right there. They should be quite happy now. Look at them. They're like, where'd all this come from? All right, I'm going to go get the rest of the guys. They're just so laid back. Such slow little movers. I love these guys. You know what? I've got a wafer ash tree. This little one is just kind of sitting over here. And it's not doing a lot. It like doesn't seem to be growing anymore. So you know what? Maybe I'll just put that in there and I'll put the other guys on it because I really need some of those wild limes to grow back. Look, here's the Gara. I'm gonna go through it again. Let's go through some of the starry rosin leaves. Okay, here's the rest of the guys. So I'll just carry them out on their little stem. Look at the little tiny one. Hello. And lay them on the wafer ash. I'll check them later. You know how sometimes caterpillars are picky and they only want the plant they started eating and they don't want to switch. I haven't found that to be the case with these guys, but then I usually always have wild lime for them. So I'll check them and make sure they're actually going to move on to the plant and eat. And if not, I will, if they don't eat, I will move them onto a wild lime. There you go. Look at him, he's already going for it. Also have this potted wild lime over here, but it already has people on it. Gonna have a lot of giant swallowtails for sure, again. And not very surprising at all. Look, there's more polydamas swallowtail eggs. So now that this one is empty for the moment, I'm gonna take the opportunity to clean it out and give it a good bleach spraying, sunbake, and rinse, just to keep it fresh for its next inhabitants. And there comes the noise from the neighbors. tell you what, every day somebody's making noise somewhere. So I pulled my milkweeds with my caterpillars on them out to just give their enclosure a shaking out, and I'm just going to take the plants out and give them a good hose water. But look what I noticed. There's holes in the tops of this enclosure. Like, I wonder if something in my garden room tried to eat through, because I've had this happen before. Isn't that wild? So I have tape for that, but like, oh my gosh, how desperate things are to eat these little caterpillars. I just have to find my tape. Okay, so I found my tape. Now the thing you have to remember, I'm gonna make little patches and I'll show you them after. I don't think you need to watch me cut out little squares, but you have to put one on the top and the bottom, because if you just put one on the top, then the sticky stuff will go through, and I promise you caterpillar's gonna crawl on that and get stuck to it, and you don't even want to know what it's like trying to get little caterpillar feet unstuck from tape. Trust me, I've had to do it. This tape is like mesh and it oozes through, so it'll get sticky on the other side. So now, but I love it because it then will adhere to itself on the other side, kind of thing. So now I'm going to cover those pieces with this regular, whatever this is, that gaffer power with the flag, yay. You know, for the 250th Independence Day, I'm going to use the tape with the flag. I did that intentionally. Anyway, I'm going to cover each one of these patches with a square of this to make sure no caterpillars get stuck on there. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to have to put the caterpillars right back in because they're big and they'll wander. But while I have them out, just to do a quick cleaning, now that we're all taped up, I have these bleach germicidal wipes, and so I'll just give this a quick wipe down, and then it can air dry while I'm out watering these milkweeds and freshen them up a little bit. Like I'll remove the, you know, like that. I'm on my last milkweed, but I want to show you on this little stem. Here's a polydamas swallowtail chrysalis. It was on a stem of a plant, and I was cutting back the plant and I cut off its stem, so I just stuck them in here. But look, yeah, look, this is a little polydamas swallowtail chrysalis, and the chrysalis is almost completely transparent. You can see the butterfly in there. I think we're going to be seeing this one very soon. Look at the little wings. Isn't that cool? It's so fabulous. Actually, I have something else to show you too. You know, little booger. Little booger has made his curved leaf tent. But I went out in the garden and I found 2 more little boogers. So now I have 3. And this one's in his little leaf tent. He's tiny, so I'm not gonna tear it open to let you see, but he's in there. And then little booger number 1 is in there. So fabulous. These are spicebush swallowtail caterpillars on spicebush leaves. Adorable. And look, we have nibble marks, and look, we have baby monarch caterpillar. This is that balloon milkweed stem I chopped off. And had eggs all over it. Well, oh, there might be another one. Oh, there's 2 holes. That's how you find the caterpillars. You look for those little holes, and then sure enough, There's a caterpillar. So cute. And there's another one. So right now, and you hear my hose in the background, I want to make some more space because I love having my milkweeds up here. So I'm gonna pot some things that are here that are not milkweed, like my tie. And y'all, tie is what the pronunciation guide said, because somebody like kind of commented about that. Anyway, that's what the pronunciation guide said. So I'm going to pot this in a wetland pot, and then I can have that to put in another tray to put more milkweeds. Now that it has baked in the sun with its bleach, just going to give it a good hosing, and then I'll let it sit out here and bake dry. Can enjoy a little seat in the garden now. I can't believe I've got my whole sassafras tree here, which is also host to the spicebush swallowtail, and I'm not finding any little leaf tents on it. But I love my tree. So this is the butterfly that was in the chrysalis I showed you all earlier. And I'm finally, actually, I don't know. I was gonna set it free, but it's like 6:30 at night and it seems very calm here. I'm gonna wait till the morning, let it have a safe night in an enclosure. Okay, you guys, I came out this morning and something devastating happened inside this enclosure. This is the enclosure that I taped the holes, and there's a new hole. And you know that chrysalis I showed you yesterday? Well, the butterfly had eclosed and something ate it, and all the caterpillars are gone from my enclosure. I would show you the sweet little butterfly wings that were scattered with no body, but I can't because this is too sad. But it's horrible. What did that? And now, is nothing sacred in raising butterflies? Why? This is not the way I wanted to start my day. All my little monarchs, I had little babies on this. They're gone. The little caterpillars. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is where they entered. Now, who is that big that has teeth to tear this open, get in, eat everything in here that was alive except the plants? Who did this? I'm just so disheartened right now. Because now I'm thinking, well, is it going to go in my other enclosures? As soon as you think you have things figured out, you don't. Oh, you guys, I feel so guilty right now because look at that little polydamas with half a wing. Oh my gosh. That was that butterfly I filmed the chrysalis for, and that I showed it to you, and it was late, and I thought I was going to release it. Then I changed my mind. And if I had released it, it would still be alive. I don't like this feeling. You guys know I'm usually happy, but let's go walk through the garden. Let's do a loop. It's morning. It's Friday morning. and I posted my first long vlog again in a little while last night, and y'all were very receptive. Thank you. Some of you said you still like the informational content, and that's wonderful. But these longer videos will still be highly informational. I still want to take some of the things that I have been doing in the informational, like sharing photos and identification and all that. I want to do that in these gardening vlogs, so no worries. That is all, it's just all gonna be in one. Look at my mountain mint. I just think that is just so cool how it turns white up top. And this, look at this. This is a scarlet hibiscus right here. And look, it's not super tall. Now it has a tall one behind it, but oh, just being in my garden makes me feel better. But I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do to keep my caterpillars and butterflies safe. Y'all have any suggestions? You have any idea who the culprit was? I mean, my sneaky snacker, I think, was rats, but I don't think a rat could fit through that hole. And I don't know. Like, it comes out at night, whatever it was. Do lizards have the ability, because I know they'll eat the caterpillars and the butterflies, do they have like the ability to chew through a mesh enclosure like that? I don't know. My new shiny coneflower is still blooming. Oh look, we're getting another little one. Yay. We had good rain yesterday. So fabulous. Because it has been dry. And I hear my friends in North Carolina got rain finally too. Yay, I'm so happy for you all. Because it will bring the butterflies. It's like they somehow know. There's more moisture. Let's all go. I don't know. See, somebody needs to come out and deadhead. Where's the gardener who works in this garden? They are behind. That's what will make me feel better, is coming out and doing some deadheading. There's a monarch. Hello, beautiful. There's the ugly blue thing. See it? Mm-hmm. So I went and I got my clippers. I took the enclosure and showed it to my husband. He said it possibly still could be a rat, although I don't know how a rat could have gotten in that little opening, but maybe if it was a small, I don't know. This is my butterfly. This isn't the one, but so y'all aren't gonna believe this, but I went in and I had a small cry. Because it's very upsetting to me when something in my care, I just feel responsible. That's all. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go wax some flower heads. Yeah, that'll make us feel better, right? All right, these guys are making me laugh and smile. They don't even care that I'm here. How beautiful. Gulf fritillary, Mexican sunflower. The sandhill cranes are flying over. You hear them? Aren't they something? It's like prehistoric. Look at the polydamas up on my alligator flag. Just warming up in the sun. I just opened its wings. It just flew over, ready to go get some nectar now. Just has to decide which plant. Tropical sage. Guys, there's a long-tailed skipper. Oh my gosh, this is so good to see. Hello. See, their plant grows back, the butterfly pea, and then they show up. So these guys clearly need some fresh leaves, and I'm definitely not moving them onto a big plant yet because of what just happened. And I feel like they're safer in the plastic. So I gathered up a bouquet of spicebush leaves for them, and I'm going to give them fresh paper towel. And you can see there's one in there. See him? Kind of see the one in that one too. And hopefully he's not in there anymore. I want to take out that bad leaf. We'll see. And fresh paper towel at the bottom. Look at all the little frass. So he is still in that old drying out leaf tent. So I'm just going to cut all around his little tent and just put him on the fresh leaves. So when he decides to come out, he'll have fresh leaves to eat. And then these other leaves I have leaning in, so they're touching the new group. You want to hear something funny? Oh, one of you commented about how much you love your, is it soft? Oh gosh. I think it, hang on a minute. Okay, I'm back and better prepared. One of you was commenting about how you love your Rudbeckia mollis and the flowers are so tall and pretty. And I replied to you that I used to have a Rudbeckia mollis and it didn't come back. And then they came back and they said, it's the soft hair coneflower, which I was just showing y'all in the last video. So yes, everyone, I do have Rudbeckia mollis. It's the soft hair coneflower. Let me go show you. I don't have to buy another one to replace the one that didn't come back because I already did. And there it is. Rudbeckia mollis. Soft hair coneflower. Looks really cool. It mixed in with the Leavenworth tick seed. Look at all the little things flying around. Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this. A little booger has done it again. So we're getting ready to go to the gym. I just run out and check my caterpillars on Saturday morning real quick. And look. What are you doing there? He must, I usually try and keep these closed and somehow I must have not. So I'm gonna go put him back on his leaf. Okay. There we go. And yes, he's alive. He was wiggling all around. And he was difficult to move because he attached his little silk to my finger. And so when I put him on the leaf, he attached to my finger and moved my finger away. He came flying along with me. But he's there now. Stay put, little one. And yes, I locked the door this time. Butterflies love the nectar of the blue milkweed. Also, that one back there on the privet senna, it just landed there and it looks like it's just waking up and warming its wings in the sun. You guys, look at the color of this zinnia. I love it. So pretty. That's why I kind of love getting the random packages of zinnias because it's like a surprise. You never know what you're gonna get. It's still Saturday morning. I still haven't left for the gym. My husband's feeding the dogs. I stay out in the garden as long as I can. Look at this beauty. I love how the Mexican sunflowers look first thing in the morning when their petals are still like shiny wet from Florida dew and humidity. It's a humid, hot one today, and I'm loving it. I also love this monarch butterfly. Here, there's so many. There's a monarch, there's a Gulf fritillary, and a polydamas swallowtail. There's another polydamas swallowtail. I think there's 3 or 4 Gulf fritillaries. I see a horse's dusky wing. All in this one little corner. You see how the bugs, well, first of all, there's a spider web. I think the camera's picking it up, but back behind it, you see all those little flying bugs? Oh my gosh, I hate it when I don't see them and I walk right into them, especially here where it's muggy and you're all sticky and they all stick to you. Y'all look, there's an Atala butterfly, and I think it's laying eggs. And this is not the coontie that I put them on. This is up in the front of my garden. And this is fabulous because I'm so happy to see this little one, and that is up here. That's a good sign. I wonder if he closed from here. I wonder if I had caterpillars up here and I didn't know it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's laying eggs or not, but I'm just delighted it's here. Okay, you guys, I can't even with this. The thing is closed, right? It's closed. How? How does this little booger keep getting off his leaf? Where? This is just like, there is no, you are a little escape artist. That's all I can say. All right, I'm gonna get him back in there. And we're back on our leaf. Can you just stay on your leaf? What do you think? You think you can do that? You're cute. So, on a happy note, my 2 caterpillars we started this video with, actually there's 3, have all pupated, and there's a chrysalis right here I can show you. So you see what they look like. This is a cloudless sulfur chrysalis. There are 3 of them in here. These butterflies a lot of times will pupate on the plant because when the plants are more like trees, sometimes they'll just pupate right on the plant, where others will leave the plant. They want to not be on their host plant. But when they're more tree-like, you know, it's more common to find them. But what else is in here is up in the corner is this gorgeous queen butterfly. And she was actually in that other enclosure that got attacked. And the chrysalis have fallen off of the plant. There she goes. And so for whatever reason, I clipped the chrysalis to the side of one of the pots in the enclosure with the sulfurs. And had I not done that, she would have been eaten too. Here's a gorgeous monarch. So you just never know. Guys, there's an eastern tiger swallowtail. Looks like a male. Here's another little longtail skipper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this butterfly garden vlog. And please tap the like button. Oh wait, we're not ending yet. I found the eastern tiger swallowtail. Thought it got away from me. But we're over here, and it is a male. And the other butterflies are wanting it to go away because they want all the nectar to themselves. But he says, nope. If you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I deliver butterfly garden content every Monday and Thursday. Just hang out with me through the year and see what's happening in this butterfly garden, or see what I'm up to maintaining this butterfly garden. So for the end of the video club question, this is not an emoji question. This is what is the silly thing that you know you don't need more of, but you keep buying more? I'll show you one of mine. I have many, but here's one. I mean, can we ever have enough acrylic double-ended markers? I think not.